Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today we're going to talk about rinse pods. K-Cup rinse pods in the new K-Express coffee maker. So this K-Express, I just did a bunch of videos on it today, detailed review, how to clean the needles, how to descale it. But I do get a lot of questions about rinse pods. And I'm going to do a specific video on rinse pods on this new K-Express. So first let's talk about rinse pods. They look just like a normal K-Cup. You put them in there like a normal K-Cup, but what's on the inside? There's not much. It's got a kind of a chemical. It's a powder, and it foams up. That's all that's inside that K-Cup, and it's not very much. So you can buy K-Cup or rinse pods by themselves. This box of 10 is $8. That means they're 80 cents a piece. They also, you might get them in a 3-month, you will get them if you buy a 3-month Brew care kit. You get the descaling solution, filters, and you get a couple rinse pods. You don't save any money when you get the Brew care kit. They're still 80 cents. Keurig's got this new descale cleanser starter kit, 3-month care kit. Also, this is $5. And the same, the pot, you'll get 2 of the rinse pods. They're 80 cents a piece. So with this being the 3-month care kit, looks like you would use, you only get 2 pods, so I guess you'd use them about every 6 weeks. And same here with how many pods you get? You get 4 rinse pods on this 3-month Brewer care kit. So this you would use about every 3 weeks with this one. So people ask me all the time, should I use a rinse pod? I was on the fence for a while. I do like rinse pods. Now, what happens is so a lot of people will leave their K-Cups in the Keurig machine, and you will get some kind of coffee grounds up here. And over time, you will get some coffee staining, oil staining, and you could get some coffee grounds in your needle. Now, are these, will these do everything? No. You still have to do some maintenance on your Keurig machine. Do they help kind of just keep things going? Yeah. They're 80 cents a piece. But it is going to help remove some of the taste between. So if one person does coffee, another person does lattes or hot chocolates, this does help remove the leftover coffee taste. Because you'll be surprised, there is some coffee oils and stuff, even though when you brew a K-Cup and you take the K-Cup out, there is some residual left behind. So this does help with that. I do a lot of freshwater rinsing too, so I'll close the lid, put a container in there. I'll do an 8-ounce, just a freshwater rinse, and you'll be surprised with the coffee grounds you get out. Now, I don't know how much this cleans the top needle, so I've got this one kind of dirty, and we're gonna just put a K-Cup in there, and we're just gonna show you what happens. So you just put it in like a normal K-Cup, close the lid. Now, if we read the directions, it says lift handle, insert brew on the 8-ounce setting. Then you're going to perform a rinsing brew with the 8-ounce setting. You're not going to, so you'll just brew an 8-ounce like you're brewing an 8-ounce coffee. Then you're going to do an 8-ounce rinse after you remove the K-Cup. So I got the K-Cup in here. Let's just hit the 8-ounce. Let's just show you what it does. It kind of looks cool. It makes you think it's doing a lot. I do think it does a little bit of good in there. And then it kind of does it all at first, and then it just kind of like acts like water. Like just hot water going through there. Now I got some coffee grounds that are floating around in here now. I have seen this kind of, if there's a bunch of coffee oils in there, I have seen this kind of discolored. Kind of like a light brown color. You can tell it's really clean and coffee oils in there. Okay, so when it's done, we're just gonna grab this. This could be hot. So it pierces the bottom and it pierces the top. There's nothing left in here. So you can see it dissolves all that powder that's in there. Now you can recycle these. This is foil, and then this is all plastic. And you'll definitely want to throw this out. Now it is really clear, so be careful. But definitely just throw it down the sink. You do see some discoloration and some coffee grounds. So I want to show you the lower needle basket. Let's take a look. So it did clean that upper needle just a little bit. I don't think it does a ton on the upper needle. I think it mainly concentrates down on this lower part. So let's remove this lower needle basket. If you push up from the bottom, there's nothing sharp there, and kind of hold on to it there. You can just, so I think it's really doing it, and we're going to take this apart. Just kind of grab it, and this is how you clean that lower needle. But you'll be surprised at the coffee oils that gather in this area. I take mine apart anyway and brush them with a scrub brush and soap and water, and that kind of keeps everything at bay. But sometimes people don't take these out at all, and you can get a lot of coffee oils in here and residual taste. And make sure you clean these 4 little pie-shaped openings and clean that needle. So I think it mainly concentrates kind of the needle and in this area. It will, I think, kind of clean it. Now, will it deep clean it? No, nothing's better than getting in there and scrubbing. So, and then just line this up. Push these are little ears that go right there. Okay, so I do think it does clean this a little bit. It definitely is better than a freshwater rinse. Now, freshwater rinses kind of keep the coffee grounds out of this area and on the top needle. But yeah, I do think it does some good with the coffee oils. So put this back in. We still got to do some freshwater rinses. We're not done. Okay, so I took that rinse pot out. Now lower this, do another 8-ounce brew. And this is a freshwater rinse. After this freshwater rinse, you're good to go to brew your coffee or your tea or whatever you drink. So these ingredients, maltodextrin, sodium bicarbonate, citric acid, sodium citrate. Seems like pretty harsh chemicals. Better tasting coffee, safe and effective. Use weekly. They want you to use one weekly. I at least do a freshwater rinse weekly. I do like to use these about every 2 weeks. And again, $8, 80 cents a piece is about the going rate. Check out my other YouTube videos. I'll put a link to it in the show description notes. I compare these rinse pods with other rinse. So there's lots of generic rinse pods out there. There's all kinds on Amazon. You'll even see some at Walmart. I did a comparison with the top 3 compared to this. So I do like Keurig stuff. You know, I think their stuff is very well engineered and thought out. Some of the generic rinse pods seemed really chemically, a lot of chemicals in them, and it took a lot of rinsing. And I thought, well, you know, it just didn't seem, you know, it may have done a good job, but it seemed very harsh. This seems like it's doing some work, but it's not super harsh. So I'll dump this water out, and now my coffee maker is ready to go. So I hope this video helps. I'm going to start doing these rinse pod videos for all the coffee makers because people usually have specific questions. They like to see the rinse pod used in their coffee maker. So I'll put a link to all this in my show description notes. And thanks everybody for your support. And if you could, please like and subscribe.